my YouTube family. As 2021 comes to an end, most important is that I thank you, my lovely audience, for watching my videos. In this last video of the year, I have made it very different, and I'm recapitulating some keystone scientific achievements that I loved. Stay with me till the end of the video to know how amazingly living beings adapt to changing natural scenarios. Let's begin. The first is obviously the emergence of mRNA COVID vaccines in record time. It was much needed globally. The two biggest pioneers who rolled out vaccines in really record time were Pfizer and Moderna, and many others, numerous others, including Covaxin of India, followed. India saw two devastating waves of COVID, but vaccines rescued the majority. Now again, as cases surge due to emergence of the Omicron variant, booster doses are getting critically important, so we are really dependent on the vaccinations. In much of the rest of the world, the populations were not as lucky as us Indians, and we owe this success to our great leadership and tremendous vaccine production by our ace scientists and all the frontline COVID warriors. The second one is the space tourism race heats up. Famous billionaires racing to make space tourism a reality completed their successful missions in this direction. They put a host of civilians in space. Early in July, billionaire Richard Branson and his employees flew just above the boundary of space. It was really exciting. It was a suborbital flight in Virgin Galactic's first trip. In 2022, SpaceX plans to send a retired astronaut and 3 paying passengers to the International Space Station, and in near future, sometime between 2025 and 2030, Jeff Bezos has announced that Blue Origin hopes to deploy a private space station termed Orbital Reef, which is enough for 10 people. Exciting, isn't it? The next news. WHO approves the first vaccine against malaria in October 2021. This approval was the very first globally for any parasitic disease. After 30 years of sincere attempts, Mosquirix, the brand name of the drug, has finally come up. Malaria kills nearly 500,000 individuals a year, including 260,000 children under the age of 5. That's really shocking. And this happens mostly in sub-Saharan Africa. The new vaccine fights the deadliest of all 5 malarial pathogens or parasites and is administered to children under 5 in a series of 4 injections. This is a valuable tool which should be effectively used in conjunction with existing methods such as drug combination treatments and insecticide-treated bed nets to triumph against the deadly disease. The next one is antiviral pills that fight COVID show promising results. Almost after a year of the success of mRNA vaccines in fighting COVID, the American company Merck released promising interim test results from a phase 3 trial of an antiviral pill called Molnupiravir. This could literally reduce hospitalizations to half, is what they claimed. Suddenly, UK started overtaking the US in this matter, and by late November, FDA approved emergency authorization of the pill, though they pointed out that the avoidance of hospitalization by using this drug was just 30%, not 50% as Merck had claimed. The drug, however, was approved because there was a dire need. This should be taken 4 pills a day for 5 days, starting within 5 days of the appearance of symptoms. It works by disrupting SARS-CoV-2's ability to replicate effectively inside a human cell. Besides this drug, some more antivirals were also created. Pfizer announced its antiviral pill Paxlovid, which was shown to be 88% effective against the COVID virus. These are expected to work against all versions of the virus, including Omicron. Many wealthy countries have already agreed to manufacture molnupiravir for the entire world, and the Bill Gates Foundation pledged $120 million to provide the pill to poor countries. Now, the last news which I am covering in this video is how humans are affecting the evolution of animals. During the Mozambican Civil War from 1977 to 1992, poachers killed so many elephants, including the females with beautiful tusks. They could have passed on their genes coding for their long ivory teeth to their offsprings had they got a chance to live on. A reliable science study found a sharp rise in tuskless African elephants after years of poaching. Before the war, only 20% females were tuskless, while now this number is touching a whopping 50%. It appears that males who have genetic makeup for tusklessness somehow die even before they are born, as no tuskless male elephants are ever found in nature. However, the tuskless females, the numbers have grossly increased, and this is due to the long-term effect of the poaching. Another amazing fact that impressed me is related to adaptation. An article in Trends in Ecology and Evolution reported that animals are changing size, shape, and form to deal with the rising temperatures. For example, bats grew their wings to larger size and rabbits resorted to sport longer ears. Both happened most likely with an objective of dissipating more and more heat to the surrounding air for their better survival. Isn't it cute? More interesting evidence along these lines was published later in the year in Science Advances, which says that around 77 bird species in a remote, intact patch of Amazon rainforest were found to be weighing lesser, and the wings of many of these had grown longer than earlier. Scientists resonated that these changes were most probably a result of constantly rising environmental temperatures and changes in the rainfall. This indicates to the amazing survival instincts among all living beings, and poor creatures, when they can't do anything, they try to change the size, shape, and form of their bodies and try to survive in the changing scenario. So I will share more and more amazing news with you as we move on hand in hand ahead. Please write in the chat box which of these news you knew or you liked, and which are those other things which you know and want to share, and which are those things which you want me to share with you all, my lovely audience, in this channel. So here's wishing you an amazing and successful, joyful year ahead 2022. This is all for now. Stay blessed, take care, and bye.